What's going on, Rockstar? It's your boy Samson X here. This is the second video on one day, but I thought I'd just change up the headgear a bit, diversify things. But anyway, I thought I'd really get busy since I've been on a long break and give you two videos. You see what I'm saying? Just to make up for it. So currently I've had something on my mind for a while. It's a little bit of a discussion based topic. So with the rise of knife crime, gang culture, even some gun crime and UK drill music here in the UK, there is a lot of bloodbaths and real shit going on in places like London and even here in the West Midlands as well. So with that, you're going to get a lot of real shit, real gangs, real killers, real drillers, that kind of thing. You see what I'm saying? And also along with that, you're going to get a lot of, let's say, middle class kids that listen to that type of music and all of a sudden they get their mummy's pocket money and go out and buy a little bit hood rich or a trap star and try to emulate that. You see what I'm saying? Or the final cherry on the cake, they get themselves a little poo shiesty mask, you know, one of them ones there. Yeah, so I've been seeing a lot of these little kids walking around with hood rich and D squared and trap star and all them thing there, trying to emulate that drill lifestyle. And the one thing I have to think to myself every fucking time is, you are so cringe. Oh my god, it is so fucking cringy. Nothing makes me want to punch you in the face even more when I can quite clearly tell you are not that guy, never once been about that life, and you want to walk around like telling man wagwan. Yo, I will slap you in your fucking face, you know. You think I'm joking? But I will backhand you into next week, you know. If I can look in your eyes and I can see the bitch in you, right? If I take one sniff and I smell pussy, I'm gonna slap you in your face if you try and come into my face and tell me what I want. You see what I'm saying? So the one thing I want to tell kids like that and other people that listen to that and try and emulate that is stop trying so hard to be street. I promise you, you are not that guy. You are not about that life. And let me tell you something for nothing right now. That life, right? That glorified life, yeah? Which on the surface looks great with all the clothes and all the Barbies and all the money, right? And all the status. But let me tell you something for nothing now, right? You scratch the surface just a little bit. That life, let me tell you, that life is so fucking ugly. That life right there is uglier than the craters on the moon, right? That life is so fucking ugly. Ain't nothing, let me tell you something for nothing right now. There is absolutely nothing pretty about that lifestyle, right? Now, I'm not going on like I was full-time on crud. However, I do come from that environment and I have been around people like that. And I was very nearly going down the wrong road by doing stupid fucking actions in my teenage years. So, I can tell you something for nothing right now. That having to look over your shoulder, right? When you're walking down certain areas, when you're walking down certain streets, that is not good. Having to watch what colours you wear in certain areas, that's not good. Being troubled and having your life threatened isn't good. Having to take your corners wide isn't good. There's nothing good about that, right? I just want to walk down the fucking street in peace. That's what you get, right? You feel what I'm saying? Having to look over your shoulder, watch what you wear, watch how your face looks, watch what areas you go into. What's the fun in that? What's the fun? Tell me what's the fun? Because all I want to fucking do in this life is make money, stack my dough so high I can sit on it like a fucking castle and just be nice. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be nice in life. I don't need that shit anymore. And neither do you. Because I'm telling you, you don't want that shit. You don't want it. You might think you want it, but you don't. You do not. I'm telling you. And I hate people that think they know what's good for them. But I'm telling you, in this case, I know what's good for you. And you do not want that life. You see what I'm saying? And I think the turning point for me was... Okay, so just a quick backstory, right? One of the many mischievous things I would do in my teenage years is... I'd dress in all black, go out, meet with some of my friends, make sure we was armed with something, go to the local park, and anybody that came past, we'd hold a knife to them and ask them to empty their pockets, right? Don't you get in the fucking comments lecturing me. I know wrong from right, but I didn't back then. Of course I fucking know wrong from right. So that's something we got up to, right? And one fine day, this was broad daylight by the way, I was trying to get away from that life, and I met up with a couple friends, and what I was wearing like a Nike jumper, right? It didn't have a hood. Now this is important, like just bear with me. And I was wearing some tracky bottoms, right? I didn't have a hood, I didn't have a hat, I didn't have anything. I didn't have a bandana, I had no belly, no nothing, right? So I meet up with these two friends, and we didn't discuss anything. I thought we was just going to be chilling, smoking a little bit. I thought we were just going to be chilling, you feel me? So about half an hour to an hour into us chilling, there's this old man just doodling along on a push bike, right? And we're in the local park. Two of my friends draw for his hoods, put something on his face, and rob this old man in broad daylight, right? And I had to hide behind a tree. You see what I'm saying? Because I didn't bring nothing for my face. I didn't have a hood. Like I said, I was wearing a jumper with no hood. I was wearing a sweater with no hood. You feel what I'm saying? So I had to hide behind a tree before this old man saw me and called the police and got my description into the police. You see what I'm saying? So there has been many more vile shit going on out there, but that for me was the turning point, right? Because he was just an innocent old man. They robbed him blind. And I haven't told this to anyone because people will look at me like I'm fucking stupid, but this is the shit that happened. You see what I'm saying? And it's obvious I'm not a fan of that. I don't fucking want nothing to do with that. I made steps to change my life. You see what I'm saying? And that's real shit. And obviously it goes without saying. You know, this shit goes on all over the world. Of course it goes on in America as well. Of course it does. That's obvious. So it goes on in the UK, it goes on in like all the other foreign countries as well. So I'm sure everyone, to some degree, can relate. You see what I'm saying? And the one thing I want to say to those kids who try and emulate that street life and you don't even come for them type of streets, focus on you. You feel me? Right? What's the point in trying to live a lie when you're not that guy, you never come from them type of streets, and you've never even been around that lifestyle, right? You've probably got two good parents who actually give a fuck about you by your side. You probably go to a good school, you had a good upbringing, you have everything you ever wanted. So why are you acting like that for? What? Oh, because it's fashionable. Stop it, man. Give your fucking head a wobble. You see what I'm saying? How does that make any fucking sense, man? My hat's on, not straight. No, but seriously, how does that make any sense? And one other thing you gotta think about as well is that you have to count your blessings and just know that there's so many more people out there that have it worse than you, right? Even someone that has it worse than me, there's someone else that has it worse than them. You feel me? And the cycle goes on and on and on until you're in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's always important to wake up every morning and count your blessings, right? Because like I say, man, you probably got people by your side that love you. You don't come from dirt. Your parents actually gave a fuck. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got no room for that life. You got no reason to live that life. You see what I'm saying? You're not even a product of your environment, because your environment is not even that. You see what I'm saying? It just don't make a lick of sense. So just stop trying to be street when you're not that before you get G-checked. And it's as real as that, right? Because that could become a vicious cycle, and you get yourself into a sticky situation that you didn't even see yourself in when you woke up that morning. And the one thing I can say to you, the one piece of advice I can give to you is never, ever blow out your last candle when you're in a place of darkness.